You know you're meant to be successful, right? You know you are somebody great, right? You know that if you could see it with your own two eyes, if you could feel the vision and see the vision for yourself, you've already seen the proof. You just gotta reach and get the key. You know you're somebody great. I really want you to know that. And I really want you to start pouring that into yourself. And even if you do pour that into yourself, amazing. You don't rush greatness. We are all on our own journey. We are all growing at our own pace. I'm going to say, but social media is a distraction because it makes people feel like they have to do this to be a certain way. You know, it's just the agendas that's pushed. It play a factor on people. Also, people see other people on social media and feel like they have to speed up their pace or, you know, they ain't doing enough. No, greatness takes time. Tend to your garden. And even when you're tending to your garden, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Small wins is big, baby. You can't rush greatness. You don't rush greatness. And if you try, it's going to teach you patience. As long as you're watering your garden, nourishing you in all aspects, baby, you are flourishing. You are elevating. You are thriving. Don't let social media make you feel like you're not doing good, or people don't allow that to be a factor, because that's an illusion. Greatness is something that should be obtained. It should be a normal. Greatness, I would say, it's a necessity. Like, it's something to work toward. Life is about living. And everybody's definition to living, it can be different. But how living is, it's an adventure. It's like you're exploring life. It's going to challenge you. How do you handle challenge? It's going to be different for everybody. But it's like enjoying the adventure, being spooked, or I faced this, or, you know, that's to be expected. But in the end, to live is to have experience in life, and not allowing it to shape you, but to take your quest, lead your quest in a different way, depending on how you maneuver through it. Okay? You can't rush greatness. Sometimes it's really good to sit back and watch the progress. Sometimes it's really good to self-reflect and look back. So sometimes it's really good to, you know what, give yourself credit. Sometimes, you know, we don't give ourselves enough credit. And we should do that more. We should give ourselves credit for the small things. Listen, I did this. I seen this post earlier, and it was basically talking about the generational curses, right? Having to break them. But also don't forget to claim the generational strength as well. Those generational cycles and patterns were for you to learn from. But don't forget the strength and the wisdom and the love and the insight and the knowledge that you gain from it. That's passed down through your generation, but through your bloodline. Who are you connected with? Sometimes we can feel like we're behind. We're never behind. We all have our own journey. Okay? You can see other people's life, but don't just assume, because you don't know everything behind closed doors. Like, you don't know what this person been through, what they've overcame. So it's like, don't just tend to your garden. You don't rush greatness. Your time is gonna come. It has no choice. You have to shift your mind and tell it what it's finna do, and not let it tell you what to do. Okay? Because sometimes we can see other people, and I believe when we see other people's life and it's the life that we desire, that should be our motivation. Like, you know what? This is motivating me. I'm seeing things in a new perspective now. Like, it should be changing you. Okay? And, you know, I seen this also. I heard this saying earlier. It was, you know, people tell you to live in your dreams, and then when you tell them in your dream and your passion, like, they'll try to downplay it, or, you know, make you think smaller, you know. But they say to and pursue your dreams. Those who get to and pursue their dreams are those people who really wanted that greatness to happen. And you know, it's levels to this. It takes time, and that's why you don't rush greatness. You know, all the jobs that we work at, it happened for us to learn certain things and to gain certain things, okay, experiences, etc. You know, and you know, and when you go to the next job, it's like you're gaining information, tools. So it's like once you get to your final destination, everything on this journey is going to make sense. That's why you should never rush greatness. Sometimes we could feel like our life is moving backwards. No, it's going according to plan. There were lessons that you had to learn. I didn't start making big money until I started to learn how to manage money, not blow it as soon as I get it. Once I started to hit a certain amount, I was like, wow, and I started blowing it. I was buying myself so much stuff. I have that right, but it's like I didn't really money management and having discipline when it comes to saving. Like that's something that like I had to learn, that like I had to adapt to. Like I had to really sit down with myself. Like, listen, my spend a check and get it right back is really, baby, it gets crazy. But the thing is, I do get the check right back. But baby, save $2,000, have fun. Just be wise. I was reckless and kind of careless a little bit. Like, dang, I had to put anything to the side. And the next check gonna be good too. So it's just like I had to really like learn some things. But it's like you can't rush greatness. I remember one part I was really wanted to make big money and I was trying to rush the process. But it's like now when I look back, I really wasn't ready then. Woo! So it's like never rush greatness, because life is to be lived. You are to experience. Why wouldn't you want to experience something? Greatness takes time. How do you think people build legacies? Okay, let's think about when it comes to someone who's growing as a person. They have to shed old layers in order to get to the next level. Well, don't you know when it thinks about credit? If you got bad credit, then they will not approve you. Why? Because of your history report. So it's like, don't rush greatness. You are going to be somebody great. Your dreams, but your inspirations, baby, it can definitely prosper, and it will prosper because you are somebody great. It takes 6 months to build a Rolls Royce and 13 hours to build a Toyota. Now, Toyota is a good car, don't get me wrong. 6 months versus 13 hours on a product, that's risky. For 13 hours, that's risky. But 6 months, they were strategic. They planned it out. They were very intentional and strategic. 13 hours, yeah, the plan may have worked, but it's just, it's something about that extra time, checking in the finished product, going back to it, just ensuring quality. Why certain brands are high, certain brands, baby, because they know their worth. And folk that want it is going to align with it and pay for it. Think about people who buys those expensive cars. They didn't rush greatness. They allowed it to happen. And when it happened, they was really happy because it happened. But they didn't rush the process. And if they did, I'm pretty sure, but they would say, I wish I would have enjoyed the process. Some people don't get to celebrate. Let's normalize celebrating. Let's normalize progress. Let's normalize uplifting each other, words of encouragement. Let's normalize pouring into each other more, because we all need it, baby. Listen, we all need it. Versus what's being pushed out. Some people live their lives on autopilot. There's never no stop. It's just a repeated life. And that can cause certain people to be impatient and, want things to come like that. And that's when the ego kicks in, because you have to really learn how to balance your ego. Your ego is a part of you, but an unhealthy ego, the ego is never satisfied. It always wants more. Always. You can argue about me with this, but it's not going to be an argument. It's facts. Look it up. The ego always wants more. The ego is never satisfied. The ego is not the real version of you. Is y'all woke? Is you hearing me? You got to understand that, like I said in the last video, all of your thoughts are not your thoughts. We are living in a matrix. Everything you see, you should question it. You should. You don't got to, but you should. So it's like you have to understand. This experience is to be experienced. But don't allow the experience to make you. Okay? We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Not human beings having a spiritual experience. Life is to be experienced. It is. I always notice, when I talk to people that's older, some older people give really wise advice. Like, you knew just what to say at the right time. They always say, and to don't rush and to live. They always say that. Always. And it's a reason. Life is to be lived. You don't rush greatness. Quality over everything. You know why certain people are in high in demand? Because what they bring to the table. Not just someone who's just trying to get up out there. It takes time with everything. Now, some things can happen overnight and some things can happen at a rapid pace. But greatness takes time. You don't rush greatness. We are all on our own journey. We are all going to awaken at our own time. And that's fine. But you don't rush greatness in between, because you are constantly at a state of growing. You can make a choice and to tap into greatness, but you don't rush greatness. Your mental state is everything. That's why it's important as well to not rush greatness, because having a sound mind, a healthy mind, is something that you have to work your way up to. Some people battle thoughts, depression, anxiety, so many things, because they don't realize how powerful the mind is, how much they can be the driver of their life if they tap into their mind. Truly. When you're able to have a sound, clear mind, it will help your sleep. It'll help you with your eating. It can help you in your day-to-day life. Like, it will have a huge, tremendous impact. Like, you will, like, have you really noticed people who have a healthy mind, who have a stressful mind? Always complaining, always nagging, and the victim mentality, it's different. So it's like, you cannot rush greatness. God is working on you. God is building you to be the person that you truly are meant to be. That's why you can't rush greatness. God is working with you, but He wants to see you work with yourself. You can't look at someone's life and be like, I wish I had that, but you're not taking the steps necessary. Now, we are the driver of our life. So once you decide to take those steps, don't rush the journey. Enjoy each process. Like, wow, I'm growing, I'm evolving. Like, really, live, every moment should be something that is romanticized. Like, I'm really doing this in life. Like, I'm up today. Like, I'm blessed. Like, I have food. Okay. I love myself. So I have love around me. If you don't have people that love you, or whatever the case may be, or like if you do have people that love you, you are loved. Anything that is worth doing takes time. I'm really big on quotes, and it's this quote that I've seen, and it goes like, it doesn't matter how slow you go, as long as you don't stop. As long as you do not stop. My granny used to always tell me, like, her life, like, she used to just go. Once she started to get older, she was like, I really want to take my time. I don't want to rush life. Many people live life rushing. You guys seen this picture on the internet. It was basically like a ladder. And it was basically showing how if you take small steps, you'll climb up a bit. But like, if you take big steps, you ain't able to reach the next step because you weren't able to handle the steps in between. Your time is coming. We should normalize uplifting each other. We should normalize spreading love and encouragement. Okay, you will know, I would say view other people as like your neighbor. We should always be uplifting our neighbor, because we never know what our neighbor or people could be going through. Okay, so we should always uplift people. Like, sometimes we just want to reach a destination, but don't really take time to just enjoy the process getting there. I find myself thanking God like at least 10 times out of the day. Small things. Thank you, God. I said something, I prayed about something, and it came through. Yes, I was like, thank you, God. Like, just the journey. Wow. Like, I'll say, okay, say for instance, when it comes to being a master manifestor is someone who is able to attract things at a rapid pace, but it's because of their energy, their mindset, and what they're in alignment with. Oh, sometimes people can allow failure or fear of failure to like block them. Listen, failure isn't permanent. Failure is an illusion. Why do you have that limiting belief? But why do you feel like you're going to fail or it's not going to work out? You are the prize. You are somebody great. Pour that into yourself. Pour that into yourself deeply. I am somebody great. You are somebody great. So it's no need to rush greatness, because you are somebody great and you're a walking progress. Because once you get to the end, then what? Then you want to celebrate? Well, what about the other times? Celebrate the small wins, okay? So like if you ever feel like quitting or giving up or don't believe in yourself, know that greatness takes time. You cannot rush greatness. You are a work in progress. Never feel that way. Never feel that way. You are the prize. You are strong. You got this. Chin up, chest out. It's the only way it gotta be. And take care of yourself is self-care, but chin up, chest out. And if you want to achieve greatness, you don't ask for permission. You just do it. You don't owe nobody no explanation to anything in your life. It's your life. We supposed to make choices for ourselves. Cause we have the choices. Like, we have the right answer within. We got to connect with our intuition, okay, and trust with what we feel is right. Never ask for permission to be successful. Never feel like you have to dim your light for other people. That's why I said we should all be spreading love. You have some people that will try to project on you because whatever the case may be, and you know that can affect certain people. But don't dim your light because someone not ready and for what you bring to the table. You will align yourself with people that's going to be ready for you. So what people should do is spread more love than hate. Hate should not be something that's normalized. Evil eye shouldn't be something that's normalized, but it really is. It's like so heavy. There's so many people in this world that's evil and cruel. It's just like you have to really zone people out, because those would be the little things that can try to place blockages in your plan. Not gonna happen. Nah. And if it try to happen, you watch yourself overcome it and you celebrate about it. That's all for the gems in today. I love you guys. Peace.